podcast. Nothing's Rubber Boots podcast. We wanna thank you for listening. We're sure you never thought we'd last. Oh no. We're gonna talk nothing, very little sports with your host Jimmy, Jamie, or James. And now you know for sure that it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast, oh yes, 'cause this is the podcast.
I had a remarkable flashback to maybe season 1 or early season 2 of the pod. Played a little golf today.
Yes.
A little morning golf out at Wooden Sticks. Shout out to our boys, Greg Seaman. I played with...
Nice.
Should we beep him out?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
He will be at Cabot in the first ever TSN versus...
Yeah.
Or Bell versus...
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryder Cup, featuring me and Puffy against...
Beep.
And
Beep.
Bob McKenzie.
Yeah.
You should just beep out his name and then beep out the word after Bob McKenzie. So people will be like, who is it? Is it his wife? His lover? Bob McKenzie's... What is it?
His lover.
So anyway, I come in to have the shower.
Oh, this just got interesting.
Go to the shower stalls that I always... The old crappy shower stalls.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
You're
so
here.
this is here. I thought you were
Yeah.
showering at Wooden Sticks.
No, here.
God,
I
that's
come
interesting.
into the shower area. You know where I'm talking about? Near the makeup area with the free showers? Have you ever showered
I've
there?
never been in there.
I've told you about how grody it is back there, right?
Yeah.
You told us a couple stories about that.
I do the showering at the home.
I walked in, and do you remember the shower stall guy?
Yeah.
He's there?
I don't know if it's him, but there's a person with running shoes and jeans in the shower stall with the shower stall thing. It had to be him.
Yeah.
Who else does that?
Well, the
I bet
first
you-
time around, that was Emilio, was it not? I believe the original shower guy from season 1 turned out to be Emilio.
Was that are you saying that was the origin of Emilio?
Yeah, I believe that's the origin story of Emilio, was you saw a guy go into the shower fully clothed, didn't know what he was doing in there, and then, if I'm not mistaken, the following week, Rod Smith revealed that is just his personal assistant, Emilio.
And that's how Emilio was born.
On episode 3 of season 2, Duthie detailed his strange encounter with a mysterious employee in the TSN showers.
Because all he had was in one hand, he had like a tube. And he walks into the shower stall.
Yeah.
Fully clothed in his running shoes.
You idiots. That's just Rod Smith's personal assistant, Emilio. I get him to sample body oils before I let the ladies rub them on me. Some of them make my buttocks break out.
So Emilio's back.
You know, I'll tell you what. It's good to stop. One of us listens to the show, eh?
When I'm not beeping names on, I like to pay attention.
So same guy in there again. And this time I got so freaked out because I was about to get naked.
Uh-huh.
That I left. And then I remembered that our new green room has a shower.
Yes, it
and
does.
I showered in there in front of Mark Rowe from TSN
Yep.
and Bob Erie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So they were in the green room.
Yeah,
And you
and
went into the...
Yeah, they weren't in the shower with
No.
me. Or they weren't.
Did you
in
ever
the
peek
bathroom.
your head out and say, boys?
Come on in.
Hey, boys,
do you
what's going on?
think that I'm the first person who showered in that green room? Because I don't think anyone's ever used that
No,
shower.
lots of people have used it.
Really? Have you?
Yeah.
Who's used that shower?
I don't know. I think...
Does Andy Petrillo use it when she fills in for me on the panel?
Used it. I'm sure O-Dog's used it.
Oh God.
Oh, man.
We're
you
gonna
tend
call.
to go in there, like,
gonna call
once-
O-Dog later
once a
on in the
week.
show. I'm gonna call O-Dog. We had a
Yes,
little Twitter
there's-
exchange on the weekend.
Yeah, I have some strong feelings about it.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to do one of those cold calls to O-Dog.
Yes, this could go
to
sideways.
see what his reaction.
Very much so.
So anyway, shower stall guy is existing. Emilio, he's still out there.
Why didn't you take the opportunity to get to know?
No, I can't. What am I going to do? I was so freaked. I actually panicked briefly. I'm like, get the hell out of here. What is he doing?
Why wouldn't you have gone to the green room anyways? The green room's like built new. It's nice.
I completely forgot about it. And then when I panicked and ran back to my dressing room, then I remembered that it was in green room. And I went in and showered in front of Mark Rowe and Bob.
You keep mentioning Mark Rowe and Bob Erie. Is there some type of story that
Mark Rowe's a handsome man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't shower in front of anyone.
Nah, yeah, if you're going to shower in front of anybody at the network, it would probably be Mark Rowe.
He'd be your number one choice.
I think he would be.
Thanks a
'cause
lot.
He's respectful.
You say Giannaretta's second in that showering?
I would not shower in front of you.
Just trying to get some type of idea.
Have you
what
showered
they are.
with people at the station ever? No, I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking
No, I
about.
don't
You go to a
think so.
golf tournament,
Yeah, I
you
don't
shower
think so.
together. Have
I
you
don't think
showered
so.
with anyone?
No, I don't think I have. Have you?
I'm trying to think.
I don't tend to do the public shower thing.
I know, but if you're at a golf tournament, you have no choice.
I have.
Who have you showered with here?
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson from TSN.
Yeah. Yes.
Thoughts?
Good analyst.
Wow, that's
One of the best in the game.
I think I've showered with some of our bosses.
Really?
Really, eh?
Again, at golf tournaments.
That explains a lot.
Volton?
I think I showered with Dutchie one
See,
time.
you would remember if you showered with Dutchie.
Yeah.
Reindeer. Figures.
You'd be running commentary the whole time.
Oh yeah. And he would not wrap the towel around right after he gets out of the
He'd
stall.
be the guy who would be like talking to you and like would lean on something.
And things would just be
dangling,
flying
and
all
he'd
over
be
the
like
place.
just telling a story, and you're like, just continue to get dressed, Dutch.
I'm surprised.
This has been Showering with Dutchie.
Figures.
No one's going to give me a little Dutchie in the shower?
What?
No one? Like,
The voice?
Yeah.
I don't do impressions.
no?
What? That's not even good.
terrible.
What do they do?
That's why.
I can't even do it.
Sounds like
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog, yeah.
I can't do it. Who does it? Drake does it. Drake does it.
there.
Adnan Verk used to do an incredible Darren Detition.
Oh, he's the best.
His Rod Smith was also.
We really should have him on and
Just to
Burke
do-
of DAZN just to do a few impersonations.
Just do TSN
Let's do that on the-
personalities
can
from
you-
the late
Yeah,
90s.
can you remember that? And we'll do it on the last episode of the year.
Will do.
Yeah.
And if Rod, if we fire Rod from the podcast,
Yes.
we have a pending legal dispute
Yes.
with him because he wanted all the money.
Yeah.
Then Adnan Verk will come on and replace him. That could be our bargaining chip.
That could be. We could offer him the 5th room at Waimara.
Wow.
Let's get to the week that was.
Let's discuss the week that was with James Dudley and the Rubber Boots Podcast crew.
We're a little late starting today because Puff is in the middle of a reno,
Yes.
and you got held up with reno. What are your reno issues
Right
today?
now, I'm dealing with the fence guy and my hot tub guy. I know first world problems.
Hey, hot tub.
But, trying to get it all organized. My hot tub guy's coming too early.
You're
My
getting the
fence guy's-
outside hot tub?
Yes.
The one that's year-round one that's kind of attached to your house?
It'll be built into the deck.
Fence guy, what are you getting? The like a wooden fence, or are you getting one of
nice.
those
I'm getting
metal
a wooden
fences?
fence, but we're going this way, sideways. Not the long ways. We're going this way.
Do you understand what
You
that
mean,
means,
so you
Lester?
mean your planks are going to be vertical?
They're going to be horizontal.
Horizontal, that's what I meant. Yes,
Horizontal.
How high? So you could climb it very easy.
6 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your kids will be flying over that thing.
never even because the horizontal fence looks way better than the vertical fence.
But it's-
now you've just
And the
alerted to
burglars?
me why I shouldn't do this.
So easy.
I never thought about that.
You could parkour right over that thing.
That's true. Damn it! Gonna have to call my fence guy now.
Are you having money issues?
No. Money wise, we're good. We figured that all out.
That's
Although
because
we're
you
spending
married
like
into
drunken
a
sailors.
Hear that stuff?
Yeah,
All the money's over here, eh?
yeah, we're.
Well, I guess you got to bet the over.
Exactly. You just if you hit over enough times, it finally hits. Yeah, I know, but it's just a lot. There's
It's a
the
lot.
basements getting down. I got to move my family in Friday before we leave. It's like
You're living at Jeremy McElhaney's house still?
no. Now I'm at another one of Barrett's teammates.
Right.
Parents' house.
Right.
They're
Have
in
you-
Jamaica this week. So
Have you showered with them?
Brad Mowat. No, but I'm in there. Yeah, it's kind of weird being in someone's house.
Right.
Like living in their space.
Have you?
No. There's boundaries. So I'm a little plugged up.
Are we sure? Or are you just being?
I'm a little plugged up here.
Are you just worried they're going to listen to the pod? Like, what's the truth?
No. I wouldn't do that there.
So is that why you're late for the pod today? You pulled over
Yeah.
on the side of the
Hold on a
401.
sec. In the parking lot.
I had done 2 renos.
Rubbing one
I joke about the
on the side of the road. Sorry.
that could be your new theme.
Yeah.
That could be your Christmas song next year. I did 10 years. I joke about the compound, but I actually bought a very simple house, but on a beautiful lot, like with trees and stuff all around it 10 years ago, and I had to completely gut the place. And I was so in over my head that I was coming to CTV
Yeah.
and going to the accounting department and begging for my check like 3-4 days early because I could not pay people.
Wow.
But the thing is just juggling everyone.
Right.
Like getting somebody, okay, you got this guy here, this guy. I know we have a contractor who's doing most of that, but it's just like
Well, that's the thing about that's so stressful about it is, and listen, it's a contractor's world right now. Like, though, I know guys that are working and they can't keep up with the amount of work because, number one, everyone wants to do renovations. And number two, nobody can afford to move because the economy. So right, everybody's renovating, right? So you have to balance that with, you want good people, you want honest people, and you want people that are going to be on time and be there when you say they're going to be
Well,
there,
that's an impossibility.
Yeah.
I will
Our
say
guy's
this.
good. Our guy's been good.
Well, I've had good people too, but the number of people, it's more the subcontractors. You
Yeah.
get a good contractor, but he's got the electrician coming, and they will say they're coming, or they'll come and they say, I'll be back tomorrow, and then they don't come for 2 weeks. And I don't know if they're all, it's just they're that busy, or they do it on purpose, or do they deceive you because they're...
No, I think if they get a higher paying gig the next day, they'll go there.
So my electrician...
what are you going to do?
On the first house, this was the moment of my reno that I'll never forget. I paid him $6,000 in cash for something. By the way, I would go to the bank during that reno and pull some cash out, and they would see me coming. You'd have to go back into the vault to get large amounts of cash.
Jeez.
By the way, I paid HST on everything, Revenue Canada people. All of you listening.
Hey, I am paying.
We all do. We pay it.
I'm paying it for sure.
So at some point, I gave the guy $6,000 cash.
Yeah.
So he shows up at my door the next day. It's like, hey, you're not going to believe this. My van got broken into downtown after I left your place yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. He goes, they took the $6,000. And I go, oh man, that's awful. And he goes, yeah. So
What?
So what?
And I'm
So-
like, what? He's like, I'm like,
no.
are you? Do you want me to repay you this $6,000? And he's like, I just wondered if you could, you could help me out. I lost the $6,000 that you'd given me. I'm like,
Once I give it to you, it's yours.
he thought that I was somehow liable for the $6,000 that he had left in his van.
So you paid him the $6,000.
Yeah, I paid him.
You wanted the
I gave him
job.
some interest.
You're like, I felt bad for you.
But then a couple years, 3 years ago, I did the cabana in the back.
Yeah.
And I put a third garage on the house.
Yes.
And I did a basement at the same time with 3 different contractors. And that should have been a reality show.
That's sort of what's going
was
on
insane.
with us. 'cause
There
we
was
got
28
one guy
pickup
doing
trucks
the
in my
backyard,
court.
One guy's
Wow.
doing that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like once you're in, it's like once the walls are pulled back, it's kind of like, well, we might as well do this now.
Well,
because
it's exactly it.
It's
That's
cheaper
exactly
now
it.
until you.
Have you
just
ever
keep
done anything,
spending.
a reno?
I'm nothing big.
I
like
will
that.
never do one again.
Really?
I am done. This house, they will bury me in, or I'll move to a condo with condo fees. Staff, any renos?
No, I'm trying to get someone to get some concrete in my backyard, but that's about it. Nothing major.
I'm thinking about
Starting
doing.
with patio.
Yeah.
Your lovely wife, Natalie, will not help you out with that at all? She's not a concrete pourer?
No, she is. Unfortunately.
She's not in the concrete.
Oh, she's busy with all the kids.
I'm thinking about pulling up my carpet on the upstairs and putting in some either hardwood or some laminate. And the other thing I want to do is redo my kitchen. I'd like to blow out my kitchen and just really modernize it.
Would you do it yourself?
No, I don't have that type of skill. I would pull up the rug and I would make myself available to to break down anything that needs to be broken down. That's manual labor that I'm happy to do, but I don't know anything about.
I like the way you say
doing
laminate.
first.
Could you write in your next song? Could it have the word laminate in it? I just love the way you say it. Just say it again.
Laminate.
Laminate.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Girl.
I'll be slamming it
I was-
on my brand new laminate.
exactly.
Now, wait, tell me that's not a song right there.
It is a song.
Do you have anything to add to the week that was?
You know what? Good gig with Elton Ron. It ended up.
Was that
being
the Oakville one?
No, it was
We missed
actually
it?
no. Oakville is not until June. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was
It's
May
June.
17th.
No. Either way, you weren't there.
No.
So you can't.
No,
he's
I
like,
was waiting
oh,
in
man, I
Oakville."
missed it.
I thought I'd already
venue.
missed it.
Where were you?
You know what would be fun? It would be fun to go see the Elton John movie that's coming out. Go see it with Elton Ron.
I think that'd be spectacular.
That's actually
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I think Ron's planning a little field trip for the band. We'll all go and watch
That's
the movie.
great.
I
Can
think
we-
it's
can
a
we
great-
come with you?
I think it's
and you guys should just start playing
I think it's great PR
spontaneously in the
moment.
theater.
Actually, there is a TIFF at the Bell. We'll shout out to our good friends, our wonderful corporate boss's Bell, the TIFF Life box, there is a preview this week
that film?
on Thursday. And actually, at one point, it looked like the band was going to play that preview, but it didn't happen.
Oh.
For
Well-
fiscal reasons.
Fiscal reason.
Really?
Did anybody see the whole? I know this is by the time people listen to this, it's a little bit old. But Kepka, first of all, who's unbelievable on the weekend. But the little kiss thing with his girlfriend. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, so when Brooks Koepka arrived for Sunday with a 7-stroke lead at the PGA Championship,
Yep.
Jenna Sims, his supermodel girlfriend, who we met at the Masters, were you there at that moment?
No, I don't think I was.
Okay, so quick aside. We are at the tree at the Masters. For those who don't know, the tree is kind of where we hang out and do our hits. There's a tree by the clubhouse, and we have no communication. There's no cell phone, so I'll say, Puffy, meet me at the tree at noon, and that's where we'll do our hits or whatever. So we are standing at the tree, and a lot of fans come because a lot of the players are hanging around the tree, too,
Yeah.
after their round, and that's where they do their interviews. And Mark Ward, my friend from Newfoundland, who's been on the Cabot pod last year and on the Masters pod
Yes,
this year.
he was.
He came to the Masters, and he was there outside the ropes. And there was this beautiful girl standing at the ropes, like just gorgeous. And she had like a sweater that was very noticeable too. Like it just wasn't. She was just, she just stood out.
They usually do.
Right. And I didn't place her until I think it was Bump or Bob Weeks said that's Koepka's girlfriend, Jenna Sims, supermodel.
Nice.
And within like 30 seconds, I look over and my buddy Mark Ward is getting a picture with her.
So hold on. Did he hear that? Like,
No. He wasn't. Well, I think I might have came up and told him.
Okay.
And I think she was with some friends, and they couldn't even get in either. And they asked Mark Ward to take a picture of them.
Okay.
I think, and so he did, and then said, "Can I get a picture with you?" And so he's got this picture, which he sends to me. He texts me every day.
How do you ask some random
Well,
woman?
that's the magic of Mark Ward.
Hey, listen, some guys like me, we just don't care. We'll do whatever you need to do.
So you would
She
go
says,
up
"No, that's
to
it."
you'd go up to just an attractive woman on the street you don't know and say, "Can I have my picture
Well,
with you?"
I don't know if I would do that, but in that setting at Augusta, I would do that. Sure, if I felt that strong.
But just a
with that.
random attractive woman?
Well,
So say-
let's put it this
say-
way.
Hi, you're attractive. Can I get a photo?
No.
with you?
Well,
That's
here's,
creepy.
but
Yeah.
in the context of what happened, all he did was take advantage of the fact that she asked him to take that picture.
Right.
It's an easy in.
But it's not like it's a famous person. It's just an attractive person.
You're beautiful. Can I have your photo? Is
Yeah.
very creepy.
That's super creepy.
We should try that out.
But
Yeah.
Mark can pull it off because he did it more for the laugh. I think I told him it was Koepka's girlfriend, and that's why he
Well,
got
there
it.
you go. So then it's not
That's
like
well
it's a random person. She's a supermodel.
So anyway, arrival shots,
Yes.
as they do for hockey, they do for golf. So
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka arrives, and they're walking side by each. Twice, she leans in for a kiss, and twice he completely blows her off.
No,
Really?
Yeah, as they're walking, camera walking with them, she kind of goes over, and he just goes like this.
Oh, he
and then
actually-
she does it again.
Oh, they're having problems. They're
The
having
second one, it actually
problems.
looks like he almost shoots her a look, like saying, "Not right now."
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
didn't see it. But
Is
you know
she
what?
potentially his side piece?
Well, hold on though. Hold on.
No,
In the
because they took
context,
pictures afterwards.
Here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the video while we're sitting there watching. You'll watch. She'll go in a second here.
Oh, she turned away hard too.
Yeah, it's like she feels
She's
really
mad.
She feels really awkward when it happens.
Oh yeah, she's upset.
So who maybe he's just focused. And afterwards,
that's what
with
I
the
think.
trophy, they took a big, beautiful kiss and everything.
Sure.
So I'm sure everything's fine. But people will. And I feel bad for her. That probably all day long he's out there on the golf course. He has no idea he's trying to win the tournament. She's probably looking at her phone.
Could you?
And her phone
could
is blowing
you
up.
And Brooksy get through that? Say
Brooksy
you're
wouldn't
on the red carpet for the Canadian Media Awards, and the pictures are flying, and you give her the old no, and it becomes something on Twitter. But
Brooksy,
how long?
The
before,
reason I love Brooksy, she gets over stuff in 5 minutes.
You know
She
what
doesn't
though?
care.
I listen. I side. If you're asking, if we're making, let's turn this into an a-hole or a-okay.
Okay.
For a couple. To me, I totally get that. Don't kiss me. I'm walking to work here. I got a 7-stroke lead at the time. You know what I mean? It's a high intensity situation. I don't want to be smooching.
I'm with Lester. On my way into the parking lot from here, I don't have time for any of that. When I'm coming in to do the Rubber Boots podcast, my wife's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, when Puffy are doing our rival shots here, I'm always shushing him away. Get lost.
I'm like, just hold me.
By the way, that guy he's just a superstar. He's the
Yeah,
only,
but,
he's the only reason that Brooksy will ever watch golf because
Oh,
she would.
she the fan?
Oh, that would be a hall pass for her in a heartbeat.
Really?
Maybe we can arrange a little Jenna Sims Brooks Koepka double heart.
Well, right
double
now would be a
Hall-Pass.
time to hit them up because they're having problems.
Do you know that she was the one, if you remember, when he won his first, I think it was the U.S. Open was his first victory.
Yes, it was.
And Joe Buck misidentified his girlfriend because he just switched girlfriends like the week before. So
I think that might happen again.
Since he hooked up with Jenna Sims,
Yeah.
she's been 4 majors of the last 8 majors.
Wow.
Really? She's like, because usually it's when they get the serious girl is when their game goes to the. But
You might
he's the
say he's
opposite.
found his stroke.
Maybe these guys need to all settle down.
The week that was is brought to you by iDrinkCoffee.com.
Middle of the morning, can't keep my eyes open cause I got to have a cup of java. I said I got to have a cup of java. So better log on to iDrinkCoffee.com.
iDrinkCoffee.com.
iDrinkCoffee.com is on some roll. Slavic is the busiest he's ever been in his life.
Really?
Sales up like something like 400%. Please go to iDrinkCoffee.com if you want to buy the coolest coffee or the coffee stuff and espresso makers. It's fantastic. We'll have Slavic on before our season.
TFC
ends.
is in a bit of a dip of form, so
He won't be happy with that.
No.
Yeah. Are they out there? What are
They need another
what-
striker.
What spot are they in right now?
they're like mid-table.
Do you ever watch I was watching before I came in here, and I was in the dressing room, and I had on Lindsay Hamilton was doing, the must-see moments.
Yes.
That
Nice.
must-see moments show.
Must see.
And who is it? James Corden, who does the Late Show.
Yes, James Corden.
He was pulling a prank on David Beckham.
Yeah.
So Beckham was getting a statue unveiled.
Uh-huh.
So Corden came in and they did a different statue, and it was like the face was like completely ugly.
Yeah.
Like the big ass chin and bad teeth, and they made his ass huge, and his like arms were way too long.
Yeah.
And so they unveil the statue, and Beckham. It wasn't a public unveiling. It was
No.
like the unveiling before the unveiling,
Yeah.
like with just all the guy who made the statue was there, and then these other people. And Beckham, the look on his face, he was so angry. He's like, "Look at my arms, man! Look at my ass! My ass is massive. My ass is massive, and my arms are like.
So here's
what's wrong?"
David, I want you to look here.
It's slightly different than what it was when I saw it in Chicago, though. I mean, look at my chin.
This is a better angle, maybe,
It doesn't
no?
really look nothing like me, though. Look at my eyes. You know what? The only thing that's good is the hair, and that's about it. I know, but look at my bum. Look at my ass. Wait, my parents are coming over from London. My wife's coming. I mean, look how long my arms are. I honestly look like Stretch Armstrong.
I mean, maybe if you stand back or something, maybe just a little bit.
I mean, I'm going to have to stand back right behind the van.
He legit thought it was the
Oh, he thought it was. And then
James Corden couldn't have been he
was in the
didn't
back
know,
room
Yeah, he
kinda
didn't know
thing.
he was involved in it. Then.
No, he didn't. And then they made the statue fall and shatter. Oh, and Beckham was like, "Well, that's a break for me."
Well, this happened before the Cristiano
Ronaldo,
but it
yeah.
actually happened.
That was
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah.
statue,
Yeah.
which
But
is still incredibly
Apparently, I
comical.
saw like a mini documentary on that. The guy who made that statue for Ronaldo, it almost ruined his life.
Yeah, it was
like
really
it almost
bad.
tore his family apart and everything.
because he
Based on
got
how-
mocked so badly.
Yeah, and so like he got a chance to redo it or something.
Yeah, he
but,
did. That's when Twitter did wrong by him. Twitter was
That is
very,
very
cruel.
powerful.
The
Yeah.
one
Yes.
time Twitter was wrong.
Yes, I know.
Twitter never piles on anybody. David Campbell wrote to us this week. Little feedback. We were talking about the Guinness Book of Records
Yep.
and how ridiculous all the records are. David wrote that his dad and his friends at Dalhousie University got an honorable mention way back in the 70s for bed pushing. They pushed a hospital bed from Halifax to Cape Breton and then turned back. I mentioned that because that will be our drive from Halifax
Oh.
to Cape Breton
Wow.
for Cabot.
Do you
For
think
the,
there's
Cabot
do you
trip.
think there's a record to be broken along that
Should we
drive?
push the bed? No. That is a solid 3-hour drive. So I don't know how long it takes them to push that bed.
That's probably like 3 weeks.
And there's a lot of uphill into the Cape Breton. Beautiful
Really?
part of the country, by the way. What was I going to get to? Oh, a new segment. We mentioned, I think we teased this at the end of the last episode of doing a segment called Unpopular Opinions.
Yes.
And where people will say things that, what?
Oh, I think I remember.
Contrary
Yeah.
to what is out there.
Oh.
I think Lester wrote a theme for us.
Day is night, left is right, all the rest are in darkness and you see light. Against the groove, you got something to prove with your unpopular opinion. Against the grain, loving the rain, everyone's seems crazy, you see sane. Old is new, you win when you lose with your unpopular opinion.
Wow, I love that. That sounds like a sitcom theme.
Hey, I was just about to say an
Like,
80s
couldn't you see-
sitcom, and then it's like guy going like,
Yeah, that's right. Starring.
Well, I will tell you that I took to heart your concerns about me not doing very
Doing
much
lyrics?
lyrically, so it's a little bit longer than what
That
I
is 100% a sitcom theme.
yeah, Dave Coulier would star in that.
Maybe when we take the summer break, we could do, or maybe we can get Zach and we can cut an actual like sitcom type thing with us posing, like
Yeah.
starring Sean Cameron, and then the freeze frame.
With his unpopular opinion.
Awesome.
Soph, I think this was your segment. Do you want to start with your unpopular opinion?
Sure. So I'll throw out the one I threw out as an example to you guys, and that the movie The Dark Knight is probably the most overrated movie of all time.
Wow.
I'm
my
gonna say-
thing is, I never saw it when it first came out.
Yeah.
And everyone hyped the crap out of this movie for as long as it's been out. And then I was traveling in Australia. I had plenty of time, so I decided to pop this movie on in the plane. And I mean, it was all right. It was good, but
Okay, you can't watch that. You can't watch that movie in a plane. You know, you watch little rom-coms in a plane. You can't watch a movie that belongs on the
Yeah,
big
the
screen
first
in a plane.
scene alone
can't watch a
needs
Marvel.
to be watched on
Yes.
the biggest screen possible.
Yes.
The bank robbery scene's spectacular.
I don't. The Air Canada screens provide. I'm not. I'm
It's
not
8
blaming
inches
the,
by 6
You're not even
inches or
getting the
something.
Dolby sound there.
Okay, let me chime in here. Okay, now I know that possibly I'm going to get some reaction about this, but I have not seen that movie.
The Dark Knight?
Yes, and there is a reason for it. I am still traumatized by what happened
With
in Colorado.
the shooting,
Yeah,
eh?
I have not been able to get
wow.
past that yet.
I
which is
admit,
weird,
I think about that
you know.
when I see like those kind of big blockbuster movies.
I don't mean to bring anybody
I do
you guys
think
down,
about
but
that.
I'm telling you, it's just like it's stuck with me.
But
still.
wasn't it the third one?
I know. I thought it was.
No,
Dark Knight.
I
It was-
think it was this one here.
Was it?
Yeah. But anyway, like I know it's so I can't chime in as to whether or not it's underrated or not, or overrated. But I mean, as far as I know, it's
was-
the
it
best
was a
of the
good-
bad, with the exception of maybe like the first one with
With Jack
Joker.
Nicholson?
No, I'm talking about the.
It's funny. It's funny you bring that up. Sorry, and we'll take a real short, serious tangent for a second. Is one of the girls who was killed in that shooting in Colorado? I had met.
Wow.
So she was a budding sportscaster named Jessica Redfield, and I met her at the 2011 Cup Final, and we took a picture together. And she actually was at the Eaton Center when the shooting happened at the Eaton Center. And
What?
Oh, yeah.
escaped that shooting only to be killed in Colorado. And I had forgotten about the photo until one of her friends sent it to me, and I remembered our conversation about
Yeah.
her wanting to be a broadcaster. She had spent some time up in Canada. She had some friends in Canada, and her mom Sandy has written a book actually about being a relative, a parent of people surviving shootings, and that book's out in the fall. And I had just been talking to her. I'd kept in touch with her on Twitter, and was just talking to her the other night. So,
Wow.
But anyway, you're right. To the movie. Sorry for the aside, but God love you, Jessica. I thought it was a really good movie. But I'm not I'm not a good judgment. Like, I don't think any of us are the kind of the Marvel superhero geeks on here.
no.
So no one's going to fight us, Christoph, really hard here and say that was the best movie ever. I thought it was really good, but I don't love those movies
Yeah. it
myself.
was- But the first scene I thought was pretty spectacular.
The greatest thing in that movie, though, Stoff, and I retweeted this meme a little while ago, when the Joker is in the hospital. He's dressed up as a nurse,
Yeah.
and he's talking to Harvey
Dent.
Dent, who loses half of his face in the fire. And I didn't really notice it at the time, but it's the Joker, and all he is wearing is a little
The
one of
white
those
thing over his face.
little
like the
mask.
yeah.
And the guy tweets, "I still don't understand how Harvey Dent didn't know this was the Joker, because he's talking to Harvey Dent in the hospital, and all he has is, and the rest of his face is the Joker." And Harvey Dent's like, "Could you get me some more pills?" So anyway, on that theme, stuff, unpopular opinions of TV shows. This could also fall into what you watching.
What you watching?
But I'm gonna chime in with one stuff that season 8 of Game of Thrones and its finale were just fine. Thank you. Just fine. No Game of Thrones people here either.
No.
On this damn thing.
I'm not up to date on it. But
So here's the deal.
I've been following.
You've listened.
Yes.
People are very angry.
Yes.
I've come to believe that Game of Thrones loyalists are the whiniest people in the history of the world.
It's the same thing for Star Wars. The same thing for anything except for apparently this Marvel Avengers thing. They pretty much nailed, I guess, the final. Everyone seemed to love that.
I haven't seen it yet.
But I mean, like, everyone always has complaints. Everyone loves the show, and then at the end, they always hate it.
Well, here's the thing. I'll admit it wasn't perfect, and some of the criticisms are valid. But it's the people that are saying that's not the way I wanted it to end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a little rushed, and there was a few little gaps here and there. But I found myself thoroughly entertained. I thought the ending was really satisfying, and it's just this idea that I've invested 8 years in this, and I deserve better.
Yeah.
No, you don't. It's a damn TV show.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we're going to get to this later, but the mere fact that there's a GoFundMe campaign to get this season 8 done again is absolutely ridiculous in mine.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
The writer, if I was a writer, I'd be like, take a lap, I'll take the money.
You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, though. Like,
as Puffy was
entitlement.
Saying, it's really hard to land these shows, especially when you have something as intricate. If you guys get into the show, there's so many characters.
Sure.
And they did do a fantastic job through the first 6+ seasons, and everybody said the last 2 got a little wonky. Like I said, maybe, but it was fine. It's so hard to have the perfect ending, to wrap everybody up in a tight bow without being... I mean, if it went the way that a lot of people would have wanted it to go, there would have been no drama in the end. It just would have been, oh, that happened. That's the way everybody wanted it.
You know what, though? I do wonder as well, like, if you look at Game of Thrones, I mean, what was the plan? Was the plan 6 seasons? Was the plan 8 seasons? Like to me, obviously, it's a phenomenon. It's something that came out of basically nowhere, and it's stuck. And this day and age in television, it's very rare to have something like Game of Thrones take off, right?
What angers people, I think, is that HBO said you can do as much. You can do 10 episodes, you can do 12 episodes for the last season, and the 2 guys who are, I think, called the D&D or whatever, they both have last names D or first names D. They
went with 6.
They decided to go with 6 overlength episodes, and so everybody feels like it was rushed. But you know what? I thought it was great.
Well, they're doing the new Star Wars, so they got to get going on that.
Yeah,
but they want to,
and a lot of people they're contracted to do 3 Star Wars films or whatever, which. Wow. You're a big Star Wars guy. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Now people are very concerned about Star Wars because of the way these guys handled the last season. So.
Look, as long as they stay on... Look, they can't make more of a mess of it than the last one. The last.
Yeah, everyone ripped that one.
What
but I like
mess.
It. Fine, I'm fine. And just put Star Wars on it. And all.
No, man. No, man. Listen. If you want to get me irate, start talking about that movie and how it was good. I got my Kelvin Chow. God bless you. You're one of my best friends. You're a big Star Wars nut. But I thought that movie was horse. Thank you.
Did Calvin like it?
He loved it.
Calvin doesn't listen.
And Calvin loves the Star Wars.
Calvin doesn't listen to the podcast.
What?
Unpopular opinion. Very good start.
Very good.
Puffy, you're gonna have to come up with one next.
Yeah,
week.
I forgot that we were supposed to do that.
Puffy's will be. My unpopular opinion is I off 30 times a day, and I think that's normal.
People say that's not.
People think that's not right, and I don't.
I'm a man.
Unpopular opinion brought to you by our friends at Untuckit.
The moment I saw her, I knew it was on. Her eyes danced just as much as her smile.
That's a part of that
She
shit.
looked me up and down and studied every move. And as she drew near enough, she said, I like your shirt. And I said, thanks, babe. It's an Untuckit. Untuckit. Cool, relaxed, comfortable.
That was guitar talk.
You
with
guys
Lester and
were
Sean.
having a little guitar. You were getting into.
I've always wanted to play guitar, but
don't we all?
there is zero chance I could do it.
I bought one.
Like zero.
I bought one.
My
at
fingers
about,
don't work that well.
At about 20.
Except with the ladies.
And your own member.
Yes. Well.
Okay.
I bought one at like 28, and I tried for about 6 months, and I just couldn't stay dedicated.
I could see you being a campfire, pull out the guitar and try to...
No, Mark Ward stole that from me. We both started at the same
yeah.
time. He stuck to it.
You know what? He's fantastic at it.
Yeah, he plays.
He had
plays
us
it
going
well.
one night to the late hours. And
Yeah, I know. I was in the next room trying to sleep. You.
we were chanting, "We want more," and he was delivering every time.
I was on the same floor. I was had the bedroom on the same floor. I was literally 10 yards from these guys.
Wow.
Trying to be a professional and be ready for television the next day, and all I was hearing was Puffy singing like
da 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 Delilah campaign, and I did some yarn at Delilah. He had a pretty good discography or discography.
Repertoire? You had good repertoire? Discography.
It's never a good luck when you untuck a long, bulky dress shirt. That's why Untuck It makes shirts specifically designed to be worn untucked. A casual shirt, not too long, not too short. They are go-to for any occasion, from casual to dressy, with more than 50 sizing options. Every guy can find the perfect shirt. Go to untuckit.com and check out the new spring and summer arrivals.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
It still said fall
Nice
arrivals.
edit. Yeah, it's on my promo.
Now, are we getting fall shirts or summer shirts?
No, we're getting our fall shirts. We just
Okay, so we're getting
it's
them early.
Bob McKenzie problem. What do you want to do? Let's do Puffy's hypotheticals.
Yo, 1, 2, 1, 2. These hypotheticals are messing with my mind. These hypotheticals, what's gonna be this time? These hypotheticals are blowing my mind again. These hypotheticals.
We forgot, we were just talking during the theme that Lester had wrote an entire song based on that, and we've forgotten to debut it. So on our final in-studio episode, we will debut the Lester McLean single, which is called All These Hypotheticals.
Just hypotheticals.
Just hypotheticals.
And you know what?
If it gets big, will Puffy sue your ass?
Yes.
I would like it to become a summer jam.
Oh, yeah.
Like a summer jam.
We can make-
I think it's got potential.
We can make that happen.
It'll
with
be
our limited
bumping while I'm
popularity.
in my hot tub.
Hey, you guys, you know what? We should make a video.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you guys in a video.
That'd be great.
I can see all of Canada, and that means the four of us, and probably Thomas in Alberta,
Thomas and Alberta.
Zach,
yeah.
and then maybe
Dougie?
maybe Laura,
Right,
maybe Laura and Cope and
Laura Cope and
Scott Reynolds.
Scott Reynolds
will play
over
it
in
together
Germany.
on their first date. We're still trying to make that happen. The magic.
Oh, man. That'd be so awesome.
I thought of a hypothetical today while I was out golfing. It was
Nice.
10 degrees and sunny this morning. Got a little warmer as the day went on, but 10 degrees and sunny. It was cool with a couple of club wind out there. And I said to myself, this has been the worst spring in the history of ever.
Yes.
Right? Anybody remember a worse one?
No.
I know that some of you across the country, Vancouver's been nice, I think, but it's been miserable here in Ontario. And I said to myself, Puff, I said,
Yeah.
if you could have 10 degrees and sunny, 365 days a year,
Yeah.
but would you take that? You don't get any summer, you don't get the fall highs, you don't get the winters, you don't get anything. You just get 10 degrees and sunny every day
Now, is
all
that
year.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius.
No.
No chance? Why is that?
Too cold.
Okay, what would it take you to say yes? 14,
No.
16.
No.
I feel like the little yodeler on Price is Right.
18 degrees.
18?
But I'd really want 20.
18 and sunny, though, you do it?
18 and sunny, I'd do it.
I think I would take 10.
No.
But
We have
10 degrees?
We have
10
miserable-
degrees, you get a breeze and it's cold.
yeah, like it's
exactly.
not. You're never wearing shorts again.
Yeah.
There's a weird, wild personal
What are you taking?
fact.
Yeah.
I don't wear shorts ever unless I'm on vacation. That's it.
Why?
Because I don't like my legs.
Show
But
us.
why do you
Roll
like
up
them,
your sleeves right
Why
now.
do you like them on
Now we know why he took
vacation?
off his top and not his pants in the photo.
Great legs.
Look, no, hold on. I didn't get a good look at it. Let me see.
Nothing wrong.
Show
Those
for
legs
the
are
camera.
That's a
skinny.
handsome leg.
It's a good leg.
I'd shower with you.
Too skinny at the bottom. By the way, 23. I got to have at least 23. 23 and
Oh,
sunny. I'll take
23
it.
and sunny all the time's perfect weather.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, wait,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I got. Oh, look at that.
When I was
That's a
showering
nice-
today, I noticed I have a big
Jesus
gash in my
Christ.
leg.
Yeah, look at
that's not a gash. That looks like a lesion.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I don't remember doing anything to gash my leg.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
The blood was pouring out in the shower.
That's probably Mark Rowe.
Maybe, Maybe Brooksy cuts you at
I
night.
was just going to say, maybe Brooksy's got the Jimmy legs.
I guess that's what I'm saying, Brooks.
Do you think it looks more like something else?
A
Like
hickey.
at the
Looks like a
beginning
hickey.
of the Walking Dead, like the first
Yeah.
sign when you get the little bite before you turn.
It looks really red too.
Yeah, it looks
no,
red.
but I
that's
have
a-
no recollection. I must have done it on the golf course.
It's a
today.
deep red.
You got a strong calf there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I
got a
know.
strong calf. Look at that.
Pretty sexy. See Phil Mickelson's calves?
You know what I mean?
No.
Here,
No.
He's got ridiculous. He's got these calves that look fake.
Really?
Maybe
they
he's
are
got
fake.
implants.
Yeah, maybe
Who
you're
was it,
fake.
Johnny Drama?
Johnny
who got
Drama.
the-
Entourage.
got
Yes.
the
Go on
calf
his
implant?
go on his Instagram. He shows his calves all the time, and
Really?
they do look fake.
What a horrible thing to really be proud of, though.
Your calves.
Your calves.
I
That's
know.
like probably the least. Like you're not getting laid because you have great calves.
Oh, maybe you are.
Somebody probably has somewhere along the way.
I'm sure somebody's gotten
Yeah,
laid.
it's a very
Yeah.
specific.
like a beach
thing.
volleyball tournament or something like that. Boom.
Those calves.
Yes, calves.
Stoff, would you take a temperature here? That you'd take?
You guys are all spoiled. I'll go with 17.
Yeah.
Really, eh?
I said 16, 17. 17, 18.
Okay.
That's below room temperature.
10 degrees you would take, eh?
Buddy, 10 degrees and sunny though. Sunny every day.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's 10 degrees. But he's right. Stuff's right. You get a breeze, it's cold.
My weather hypotheticals aren't that good. Let's be honest.
No.
It's the first
No,
one I
I'm
ever
angry.
tried.
I'm angry.
Do
It's
you
a good hypothetical.
Do you
That's
have
good.
Do you have any, Puff?
Hypothetical?
Yes. It is your segment.
I just thought of one.
Okay.
Okay, so if one of us could do something that is incredibly embarrassing
All right.
and would stick with you the rest of your life.
Like you talking about the number of times you ejaculate?
Yes, something like that. But in doing so, it made the podcast incredibly popular and we became rich and famous. Would you be willing to take one for the team?
So how embarrassing are we? So we're talking about something that would stick with you.
yes, like you walking the street, somebody's like, "Hey, ass face" or something like that.
But it's legal.
It's legal, yeah. It's legal, but it's like really embarrassing.
Okay.
But everyone will know you for it. But everyone like kind of likes you for it. But it's an embarrassing thing.
Okay, so you're on the pod, and let's say I say there's a booger. You got a big booger on your lip, and
Yeah.
and then you eat the booger.
Yeah.
And then everybody goes booger boy.
Yeah.
And every time you're on the street, it's booger boy.
And then everyone laughs hysterically.
Ah, booger boy, you
Yes.
idiot.
Yes. And it's like all of a sudden it's like the podcast is bigger than like Joe Rogan.
The Booger
Right.
Boy T-shirts are
Yeah,
flying
they're
off
just
the
flying
shelves.
off,
And so
we're
we
just
go
printing
nuts.
money.
And so we walk. When we're out at the Cup Finals, like booger boy.
Yeah, and everyone.
And you're standing in the stadium. Yeah, I mean, I would do it for all, but you guys have to be the the embarrassing guy.
No. You have to in this. You have to be the Booger Boy. Ooh. Each one of us would have to be the Booger Boy.
I was kind of like that when we had the monkey, because I was Monkey Boy.
Monkey.
Everywhere I went, it was like Monkey Boy.
Yeah, but in this
Where's
scenario,
your monkey? Did you spank your monkey today?
that was a good one though. I thought that one was funny.
Yeah, everybody used that. Was you?
Yeah, you probably made that up.
How rich and how famous?
Very rich and very famous.
So I mean, so more than what I am now.
More than Canadian famous, yes.
But
World
it has,
famous.
It has to be me. And will it stay with
Or
you
at least
forever?
North American famous.
Will it stay
yeah,
with you
like
forever?
it'll be in the first paragraph of your obit.
I'm not going to do it. Sorry,
Wow.
sorry, sucker.
Big surprise.
But
Thanks.
are you doing it, Booger
For
Boy?
sure. I would
Lester?
do that for everyone.
Listen, it's very rare, but yes, I'm with Puffy. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Boy, I
Yeah.
feel bad now.
Well,
Yeah.
rich and famous.
Stop.
You're rich and famous.
Oh,
Who
I'm
cares?
definitely doing it.
Yeah.
What? Oh no, Booger Boy died at 12:45 this morning. He died rich.
All right.
With a
So
smile
once
on his
again,
face.
what's the conclusion we can make?
Jimmy's too rich.
One selfish guy on the pod. 3 very generous, willing to. Wouldn't you argue that we've done it already? Except we haven't got the fame and the wealth.
But
Well, Puffy has. for
We've all
sure.
done something on this pod.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
Yeah, Lester,
Yeah,
you
it's
can remain pretty dignified.
Yeah, that's true.
well, you know, I mean, I didn't really necessarily like getting.
What if
into- by
Serious
involvement.
Lester
Now
was
we're
an
gonna have
extreme?
calf
Like an
gate.
extreme. Like everybody, it was like Serious Lester, like, hey, the guy, he never laughs. It's Serious Lester.
no laughy.
Hey, no laughy boy. You ever smile, Serious Lester? But you're rich and famous.
Oh, fine. I'll take it. Sure. I know that's not the case. I know that's not the case.
I don't know what Stoff's thing would be.
What would you think, B-Stuff?
Put together the podcast.
Hey, loser.
Your
It's awesome.
Hey, your car sucks.
The car thing is my bugger.
That's not very good. Okay, it's time for things that I saw on Twitter.
Freaky pigs, strange chicks, world affairs, polar bears, fake news, nice shoes, big boobs, jack dudes. All of these things and more as I sat on the shitter. Things that I saw on Twitter.
Boxer Deontay Wilder channels his inner Ivan Drago prior to his fight versus Dominic Breazeale, I believe. I'm not into the boxing these days. I used to love the boxing. I grew up, boxing was on. CBS fights were on every Saturday. Aaron Pryor was my favorite all-time boxer, but I've fallen Aaron Pryor.
Oh, who?
He was unbelievable.
Aaron Pryor.
Unfortunately, really bad CTE at the end, but he would knock the crap out of guys.
When did he fight?
No, the 80s.
You would have been. So I would have been probably in my teens. So you would have been a little.
I had never heard of this person.
Yeah, look him up. He was unbelievable. Aaron
My
Pryor.
thing was Howard Cosell.
This is Howard Cosell talking to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, capital showplace of the world. Tonight, Muhammad Ali puts his title on the line against Michael Spinks.
I loved it.
Yeah, you were. I liked Leon Spinks too. I liked him for a while.
Somebody stole
Hector
his
Macho
teeth.
Camacho. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. And Mike, you're around for the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. That's the thing. Like, I've heard of all those other people you've mentioned. I've never heard of this guy.
I would get so excited for a Mike Tyson fight. When you get so excited, I can just feel it right now in my.
I did, but the fight that I remember the most, I didn't even see. Was Buster Douglas, because I was watching. I think it was like the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
And they like broke in, or it might have been like the slam dunk competition. But at the end of it, they're like, Mike Tyson just lost I'm like, he was fighting tonight, and
I know
nobody
even knew. Yeah, nobody even knew that fight. It was in Japan or something.
Yeah, it was in Tokyo. Yes,
and that's one I remember.
February the 11th, 1990.
Let's hear from.
91, maybe. Yeah.
Let's hear Deontay Wilder.
Hey, Dominique Brazil asked for this. I didn't go seek him, he seeked me. So if it comes, it comes. This is a brutal sport. This is not a gentleman's sport. I keep saying this is not a gentleman's sport. We don't ask to hit each other in the face, but we does anyway. And you can ask any doctor around the world, and he'll tell you the head is not meant to be hit. Anybody can go. And on this particular time, we have bad blood against each other. This is the only sport where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time. It's legal. So why not use my right to do so?
Wow. If he dies, he dies.
Wow.
That was a little harsh. By the way,
But they had some beef.
Yeah.
Him and his. I think he fought his brother or something.
I guess it was real beefs then, right? Like not the fake fake fighting beef.
So,
no, it's legit.
In the UFC.
Legit heat, yeah.
He is a monster of a man.
He is.
He terrifies the hell out of me.
He should be a little bit bigger, like as far as his name, because he's pretty devastating.
Yeah, he is. Washing your mouth out with coconut water. This is hits home.
You
to
love
me,
you love
Jimmy
the coconut
loves the
water.
coconut water. In fact, I drink Vita Coco, which is the coconut water involved in this story.
Yep.
I'm in love with the coco.
Tony Poznansky, author, blogger, got into a Twitter beef with Vito Coco. He said, popular opinion. Hey, we should have worked this in with unpopular opinions, but I wasn't that smart and didn't prep this podcast whatsoever. Popular opinion, coconut water is, quote, disgusting. Wow. The company replied to Tony with, let us send you some, don't knock it till you try it, to which Tony said, quote, that, save that nasty for someone else, I would rather drink your social media person's piss than coconut water.
Wow.
Much to his surprise, the social media person responded with a photo of her in a stall with a jar of her own urine. Wow. Preparing to send it back to her. Does anyone share the opinion on coconut water?
I like coconut water out of a coconut.
Very yum.
Yes.
When you're on a beach.
Yeah, on a beach, and I even like to get the shade. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And I like
It's called the meat.
the meat. I'll
meat
be in
is
there
so
with my
good.
hands and
Yeah.
digging it
Yeah,
out.
fantastic.
Like I love it. But like the crap that you buy out of like the cardboard boxes, I'll take a pass.
So go to Costa Rica. You can buy a coconut on the side of the road for 10 cents.
Yes.
And have a wonderful coconut water.
10 cents.
10 cents.
It's
Where the
cheap,
hell
man.
are you? I've been there.
Costa Rica. When we went on that yoga retreat that in the jungle, 10 cents.
I think you were supposed to leave more. I think you got the exchange rate wrong there, buddy.
So, but now
Here,
it's so
take my
trendy.
American 10 cents and enjoy your day. That'll build your house.
There's a resort, not my friends at the Waimara, but the down the beach. There's a resort in Turks and Caicos, and I ordered the coconut water. They brought the coconut up. It was $15 US. So the markup on that from Costa Rica would be 150,000% or something.
Wow.
Like that.
Wow, crazy.
I probably
Still worth it, though.
Coconut
Coconuts
water
are
is
fantastic.
supposed to be. I'm just researching this coconut water and coconut oil. I'm starting to get into it myself because it's very good for anti-Alzheimer's and memory and stuff like that. I don't know if you knew, is that why you drink it, Jimmy? Or?
No, I just drink it. There's a great urban myth that I'm sure has some truth that some war in tropical climate, World War I or something, that when they ran out of blood to give blood transfusions to wounded soldiers, they would put coconut water in them to save their lives. And this sounds like the greatest marketing campaign ever by coconut water.
I think that was made by your Vita Coca guys.
Brooksy has spewed this to me on numerous occasions, and I just...
Brooksy sometimes doesn't have the facts.
Did you see my tweet about Brooksy yesterday? Brooksy has not watched a second of basketball, but my son and I were watching the Raps the other night. So we're sitting around the table yesterday, and Brooksy says, all this talk about Kauai makes me want to go back to Hawaii. I'm like, Brooksy, that's why we love
Would she be able to point Kauai out of a lineup?
No.
Does she know what team Kauai plays on?
I believe she knows that she would guess that he would play for the Raptors.
Oh, that's good.
In our never-ending quest to find unreasonably expensive things, somebody's paid over $80 million for the Koons Bunny, a 1986 stainless steel sculpture by Jeff Koons. In 2019, the sculpture was auctioned for $91 million, breaking the auction record for an artwork by a living artist. Hold
on, I'm confused.
$91 million.
It went for $80 million?
Yeah, what does that mean? Did someone pay 80 and then somebody paid 91?
They were bidding for it. It was over 80 at one point, and then the final one was over $90 million.
So it went to $90 million. Wow.
And it looks like a silver bunny balloon.
Yeah, so I'm going to show it to you guys.
Who has the money to buy that?
There it is.
And what do you do with it?
Oh, sorry. This is a video.
People are starving in this world.
That's the bunny?
That's the bunny. So it's a...
Is it full of $90 million?
Kind of a robot-looking silver bunny. It's kind of cool looking.
It's cool.
But let's say this bunny was at...
That should be a movie, to steal the bunny.
Let's say you were in Winners.
Yeah.
Or, maybe a little more upscale, Restoration Hardware.
Okay.
Looking to furnish your house. You're
Yes,
renovated
right
your house. You're looking for something to put on the fireplace mantle.
Yes.
And you
No
see
fireplace,
and
but
you
yes,
see
sure.
you see that silver bunny.
No chance.
Would you? Okay, no, but you haven't even looked at the price tag. Would you say, "Hey, I want that silver bunny on my mantle"?
No chance.
What if it was $59.95? Would you tell Tanya that's too much?
I would say it's reasonably priced, but no, thank you.
I would pay $200.
If you told me it was worth $90 million, though, I would take it.
Just
and then I would
prestige.
sell it for $1 million.
Because that's the financial
be a
genius that
millionaire.
you know. That's not
Suckers.
That's not the way it works.
What do you mean?
That's not.
Felt like it.
It felt for a minute.
Felt like I'm a millionaire now.
I made a really good deal. I'd pay $119 for that bunny.
How would you apologize for knocking it over? Sorry, dude.
And busting the bunny.
The ear came off.
Is there anything more pretentious in the art world?
I would love to be in it, though. It'd be awesome.
Would you?
Oh, it'd be so good to be.
If you had your billion,
that's worth $140,000.
We've always talked about how.
If I had the billions, yes, I would be an art collector for sure.
100%.
And I would wear I think I would go with a monocle. Monocle. When I was at my art collecting store,
you'd wear a monocle. I would love you with a monocle. Would you ever go to the clubs with a monocle?
If I had billions, yes.
No, but if I got you a monocle and we went out at the cup final, would you wear it?
For sure.
That'd be hilarious.
Fun. Yeah.
It would probably be a good talking point.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Especially when I told them about the eye I lost in the war.
It's things that I saw on Twitter. It's brought to you by our friends at the Waimara. I want to say quickly as well, I want to mention a couple of extra sponsors. Folks at Cabot, which I already mentioned, we are a month and change away from the
Time's
first
going
ever
by too fast, Jimmy. It's already
TSN versus Bell versus Showdown Ryder Cup at the Cabot. We cannot wait to get out there and see Andrew and his friends at Cabot. And my friends from TaylorMade, Nick and the boys, just sent me over a bunch of boxes of balls with the Rubber Boots logo.
Oh, wow.
Just like we had last year.
Perfect.
And people were tweeting me all year long because they would find our balls in the mush and on the beach at Cabot. And they would tweet them. So all you folks going to Cabot this summer, you'll find all sorts of Rubber Boots logoed balls. None for me. I will not lose one the entire 5 rounds that we play down there. Why don't we call our buddy Jeff O'Neill? See how he
Yes, he needs to be called.
It's kind of an addition
Probably
of...
outside.
You want to play A-hole or A-OK while I'm calling him up here?
Is it A-hole or is it A-OK?
All right, let's give him
That's
a
a
call.
lovely, lovely piece of music, by the
Give
way.
the O-Dog
I
a
don't
call
see
and hope
much.
he answers. He's got his show coming in here in 20 minutes.
He might be here.
How can I help you?
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry to bother you. You know, you got your show coming up here. Did you... we're doing the pod right now. How was the Mandarin buffet on the weekend?
You know what? As much as I like you, there's one thing you do that's actually true. You put people down to make yourself look good.
I agree.
I didn't. I feel that there needs to be honesty on Twitter, and you tweeted that you're I don't know,
Nothing from Bob, nothing from Puffy, nothing from anyone else, and you have to say you eat candy every night.
Well, all you said you hadn't had carb or
The
sugar.
reason you said it is because you don't eat candy, so you make fun of fat people that eat candy.
I actually said in the tweet that we have demolished bags of candy every night. That's what I said.
Really? You've eaten one juju the whole playoff.
It's true.
How was it? Did you get me the lemon tart I asked for at the Mandarin?
No, I didn't. You don't get me when I ask for it, so I don't get you. And if it's not about candy, it's about money. If someone says they make it, you're like, yeah, but I make $1 million. It's like you put people down. I gotta go.
Bye, Jeff. So again, that went well.
Wow.
I think
I did see
easily the most
I
hostile
did see
guest
the
we've
tweet, and I had a good laugh. And then
Wait a second. You laughed at his tweet first, right?
Yes, at his first.
Because it was
ridiculous,
It was
yeah.
I didn't even see it, but our producer.
I haven't touched a carb or sugar.
Okay,
I
he
saw it.
sends Puffy to the bulk barn and says, "Get everything." And so Puffy buys 19 bags.
Like you know how much stuff you can get for $35 at Bulk Barn? Like,
yeah.
it's a lot of stuff. and then to read that,
I haven't had a sugar or a carb in 6 weeks, so I'm rewarding myself with a trip to the Mandarin. Well, yay for me!
Trying to figure out how much carbs we have and sugar. Like, it's just sugar.
Wow.
Oh, spectacular.
What's his favorite, though?
I do agree. Move by you.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
That's on the A-hole or A-OK?
That was definitely.
Come on, it's the O-Dog.
I thought it. I didn't tweet it.
This is the guy. He has tweeted. He has done more things to me on Twitter than I will do in my lifetime. He goes on about the dyeing the hair, which I've already said.
I'm now on
$1
Team
billion.
Jimmy on that.
$1 billion. Because I'm starting to see a few grades are coming in.
Let's just. How about you lie about it and give me the billion, and then I'll buy the bunny. We'll both be billionaires.
And sell it for $1 million.
And then we're in trouble.
This has been a fun show. Thank you, our guest Jeff O'Neill, for being as cooperative and happy as ever when he joins us here. Thank you, Lester, for your new theme for our new popular
That's very
segment,
nice.
which is unpopular opinion. We will speak to you next from the Stanley Cup Final, unless I don't go to the Stanley Cup Final for a reason that I can't explain right now.
You better be there.
But I think I should probably be there. And then we will be back in studio, and then we'll have the Cabot edition, the big Ryder Cup rivalry. You're going to do a little Cabot, work on a little Cabot song for us?
I'll do something.
All right, I appreciate that, buddy.
Promise that.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you somewhere down the road at the Stanley Cup Final on the Rubber Boots Pod.
On the next Rubber Boots podcast, Mark Rowe tells his side of the story.
Well, it's a memory that unfortunately is now tattooed on my brain forever. I'm just sitting there, preparing to host the World Hockey Championship, and
It's okay. Take your time.
the door just slowly opens, and it's James, and he says,
"Come on in."
Part of me thought, how do you say no to a 13-time Canada Screen Award winner? Another part of me thought, this is f***ed up.
How are ya? I got a question that I really wanna ask ya. Wait, don't hang up. I need to know, so I'm gonna try and push my luck.
Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Are they purple, yellow, green, or black or white? Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Do you like the jump tank at the fair? Oh, I know it's a little strange, my obsession with your choice of footwear in the rain. And I know that you're on TV, but I need you to put your boots up on the desk for me. Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Are they purple, yellow, green, or black or white? Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Do you like the dunk tank or the fair? This is the part they call the bridge. A bridge has water under it. With rubber boots you can wade in the water. Just don't fall in. Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Are they purple, yellow, green, or black or white? Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight? Do you like the dunk tank at the fair? Do you really like the dunk tank at the fair? Dunk tank.
Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight?